Well, we'll see if this works because I have the display issues with my laptop, so we're running the slides through my site. But this is HTMX again, just by the way. These slides are all being powered. So I wanted to leave you with something as a tool to actually add to your toolkit, right? To actually make you a better engineer and actually improve your code quality. And there's a gem that I maintain called Lint. And my slides are a little compacted here, but basically, you have some bad Git commits, and people are not writing them with like good subjects, bodies, and so forth. And you want to get away from that non-descriptive history. And what you really want is a good Git commit, right, that has a subject that explains the what. What is it that you're doing? And then the body that follows that up and explains why. Why is it that we're adding this to the repository, right? And this is really powerful because it leaves a legacy behind, right? It helps with code reviews so that people understand and can get into your head as to why you're doing what you're doing. And then it also provides history for those that are new to the team. All this stuff gets captured in your Git history, right? So they can level up and have these discussions with the past self without having to bug your team, right? They can have little breadcrumbs in order to make good engineering decisions. And it all happens through Lint, which is, again, my slides are kind of collapsed here. There's supposed to be more animations, but having a good subject, right? Having 72 character links for your subject, right? So it doesn't wrap around. Having a body that begins with capitalization and proper punctuation, and actually removing fluff words, right, that don't actually help with the description, but just add noise. And so Lint actually lints all that and checks that for you. And the idea behind this is, again, a readable history, right? Like the story I always tell people is like when you're writing your Git commits, right? The first commit, especially in your code review, right, is the beginning of the book. And as you go through the commits to get to the very end, it actually tells the whole story. It concludes the story for you so that you not only understand what's being added to the code base, but you're also leveling up the team, right? To teach them something in order to become better engineers because they're learning from you at the same time. And what that really breaks down to is when you put that kind of effort into these Git commit messages, right? Especially in code bases that maybe have hot code paths, it's not so much the time spent writing code, it's actually the time spent reading and understanding the code. And if you can reduce the reading time, that actually improves the quality and the time and speed for the team. So Lint then becomes kind of your coding buddy, and the way to install that then is just install it as a gem. You can initially have it like analyze your branch that you're in, and it'll give you that feedback that you just saw in those previous slides. But even cooler is you can wire it in as a Git hook. This is how I use it as my coding buddy all the time, because every time I get a Git commit, if it doesn't adhere to those standards, then it's going to not allow me to commit that message. And the way this works is just using a little bash script here. This is a Git hook that you can put into your local project, or if you're like me, you'll put it at the global level, and it'll work across all your projects. And then all it's doing is taking that Git commit as the bash 0 argument there and feeding it into the hook, and then it does the analyzation. And what it's doing is you're making your, again, sorry, my slides are compressed here, but you're making a Git commit, you're doing some code, writing a subject and a body that's horrible in this case, did some stuff, finished some discussed work, but that doesn't really actually explain what's going on. And then it'll flag it here, and you've got nice error messages, right? It's showing you what it's flagging, it's showing you why these are bad, and then also showing you at the very bottom the number of commits inspected, and 3 issues in this case. No warnings, but 3 errors that you need to address. So then, with that, you can actually do additional customization. You can turn these various linters on and off, just like Rubocop if you want to. You can change the severity and warning of it. And you can also use regular expressions in your configuration for Lint to actually analyze and have more detailed information around the subject and the body of your commit messages. And so this works really well with continuous integration systems. And that's really it. You can wire this in locally, and you can have it in CI. And again, thanks so much. Hope this is helpful that you can add it to your tool set. Thanks.